Hello, lovelies. Today I'll be sharing with you tips on how to determine your hiring needs. I'll also be taking you through the process of how to find and attract the right candidate for your job role. So, if you own a business and then you're looking for the right candidates, the right people for a particular role, do not worry, just stay, watch this video. It's for you. To determine your hiring needs, you need to understand and consider the structure, the size of your business. Yes, so when you're looking for candidates, consider the size and the structure of your business, as well as your projected growth. Where are you heading to? It matters in determining your hiring needs. So when you're looking for candidates, think of your growth, think about your size of business and the structure, very important. Not every candidate will fit into the structure of your business or the size of your business. Yes. So these are the things you need to consider before hiring candidates for your business. First of all, determine your hiring needs. Number one, that's what I said, determine your hiring needs. Also, decide where to find your candidates. You want to go through the virtual way of finding your candidates, employees for employment, fine. Or you want referral, people come, employees refer, or outsiders even refer. Do you want to consider that? Or maybe social media? Which exactly are you considering for your business? Okay, so decide where to find your candidates. Some people use virtual boards, that's the job listing boards, referrals, social media, any of the platform, anywhere works better. It depends on the kind of business, it depends on your kind of business. So you can decide to go for any, but decide where to find your candidates. Also, create job description. Have a job description before you even think of hiring. Yes, before you think about hiring, describe, create your job description. Have it. Yes, what exactly? It's important for your employees, those candidates, to know their job roles, well stated, what they expect, what you expect of them. Create job description. You can't just say you want to hire people, then you haven't created a job description. Any place you're putting your job posting, please state it clearly. Let there be job description so they know what exactly you expect of them. State it clearly. The job, the role, the salary. I go online, I see some job posting, and I'm like, okay, why don't they state it clearly? Why don't they put up the job description so people know what the business, the role is all about? Well stated. The next one is post the job listing. Now you have your job description well stated and clearly stated for your candidate. Post the job listing. Which platform are you using? Are you using the virtual way, social media, or are you using the job listing boards? We have LinkedIn, we have Indeed. There's some other ones, a lot now. So you using an agency? Because most persons, this is actually for people who do not want to use an agency. Let me go direct to the point. For most of us do not have the money. It's a lot of money to hire qualified employees now because there are some background checks the those agencies will have to do. There are some HR firms, yes, they take time to hire for companies, big companies, and they pay huge. Those companies pay them huge amount of money. So this is just a brief step of how you can get it done without bringing those people, consulting them to employ for you, to hire for you. So it's a simple step. If you follow these steps, you can employ get qualified employees. You can follow the step, run your background check by yourself, and employ these people without having to spend a lot of money because it costs a lot to get qualified employees now. Yes, because of cost of recruiting people. I've decided to make this video for you. Yeah, because some people have to set panels, they have to outsource, look for companies to recruit for them. That's when if you want a qualified candidate for your business, it's very important you go through the process. These people run thorough checks on how to find a right candidate for the role. So if you have money, yeah, it's actually difficult, and then it's somehow expensive to run that. So if you have the money, go ahead. But this is actually for most of us that do not have that enough money. We are just starting. It's for small business owners. They're just starting, but they need qualified employees to run their business with them. Follow through this step and you get it done. After posting the job listing, the next step is to screen the resumes and cover letters those candidates have sent. Yes, take your time and run the screening, thorough screening. Set a board, a panel in your business where you work. Have some set of people with HR team, the department, human resource department can set a team for this. You as a small business owner can also run your own. Do it with with some staff. You mustn't necessarily have a huge firm to get this done. So run a thorough checks on the resume sent and cover letters. Do that. Scrutinize them. This is when the idea of making calls, if you have those resumes that they have maybe written some things, you find out, you can call the school to know if these people actually got the certificate from the school. People do that. They make calls and do all those things and check the department and all that. Fine, it's in your hands to run these checks after the job listing and these people have applied. Send in their resumes for you and cover letters for you. Go in the cover letter, they can decide to tell you, I had worked in just a company, a very big company, in this one when I schooled in New Zealand. I did this one, and go ahead and do your thorough checks. Yes, and get it done. This is the time. After this is done, you have sorted your candidates, and then it's time to conduct interview. Next step is interview. Conduct interview. You can do a virtual interview or maybe one-on-one. Yeah, that still works better. It depends on how you want to run it now. It works. Virtual interviews still work perfectly fine. So you can get it done that way. That also works better. So better get this done. The next step is interview. As I've said, conduct your interview, either in-person interview, that's one-on-one, or your virtual interview. The next step is check the references. Now that you have conducted the interview, you know the right candidate for each of those roles, or if you want two candidates for each role, whatever you want, you have sorted that out. Now you have your candidates, you have them for the role. The next step is to check the references. Here is it. I have my candidate for this role. What did I do? Go ahead and call those referees. They've given you some names, and then go ahead and ask questions, know about them if those people actually exist, because sometimes things happen and then you just go over to check people's resume and find out that, okay, this is the person's reference, this one is the referee, blah blah blah, and all that. This fine, this is actually the time for you to check those things. Check the references, make calls, send mails to them, get responses, and proceed to make an offer, which is the last step, making an offer. The offer step is actually the most cumbersome step here. Okay, at this stage, you've selected the candidate, and then you've made inquiries about them, you've run your background checks, and then it's time for you to make an offer. In the offer, state their rules. I keep talking about this because this is actually one of the problems happening in companies now. People find it difficult to state it clearly that this is what they want from you. So when you go there, you find out that there are some rules that weren't stated in your employment letter, in your offer letter. So it's time for as a business owner to state this clear. The salary, how much you intend to pay them annually. They will do their calculations and know how much they get monthly. However you want to state it, but let them know how much they earn for that role. State it clearly. The start date is important. State every important information should be stated on the offer letter for them to start. I just hope with the few steps I've listed now, as a small business owner, you should understand the steps to use in attracting the right candidate for your business. Yes, in also hiring those people for your business. It doesn't take much. If you don't need to consult a big, outsource, do this, follow these steps and get your candidate for your business. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel, keep the notification button on, and also share, like, comment. Thank you very much.